Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians, Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Continuing the road trip with the first of two between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cleveland Indians. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Corey Kluber will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
On comes former Cy Young Award winner Corey Kluber. Might have the best right-handed breaking ball in baseball. Great velocity, too. 94 to 96. And he'll throw that comebacker that he'll start at a left-hander's hip and bring it back over home plate. Big overhand breaking curveball. Not a true curveball, more of a slurve, but it's nasty. Does have a changeup. If he has all three of his pitches, he's nearly impossible.
Let's play ball. Out. 3.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
The count now at 2-1. Taken, but called a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Softly hit toward the hole. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So a relatively routine. Brandon Woodruff will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
And ready for his first at bat, Francisco Lindor. And he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. First delivery to him on the way. Shaw fields it cleanly. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night. After digging in.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the second baseman, Keston Hiura. 3. Three.
DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have two options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
The 0-1 delivery. 1-1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Curveball, and he thought it was strike two. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Up next from Milwaukee.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way.
Play ball. Here.
In now, Greg Bird, and their runners at the corners now.
Number 33, Greg Bird.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 is a fastball down below the knees.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
All even now, 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Fouled away. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down and the inning will continue. Braun isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He comes across to score. And they lead now by 4.
This one just whistles over the second baseman's head. He had no chance to make a play on that one, and it gets fielded deep in the alley, but not before 2 runs score and the hitter lands on second.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight.
Number 65.
So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready now. The pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The relay on to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Frendel Reyes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Your
Jake
attention,
Faria
please.
takes the ball here
Now
as he'll
pitching
enter with a
for
run.
Brewers. Number 36. Jake Faria.
4-4. Take the base.
Digging in, Roberto Perez.
The catcher,
No hits to
number
this
55.
point.
Roberto Perez.
Corey Knebel comes on now in an awfully difficult.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. Out. He's out. 3. He's out. That's ball 4. 3.
Now at the plate, Roberto Perez. He'll lead things off against the
Leading
same
off for the
reliever that
Indians,
finished off the last
the
inning.
catcher.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple
Perez.
innings, but guys have
Your
to earn that
attention,
trust
please.
from their managers.
Now
We'll see how he
pitching for the
handles it here.
Josh Hader
Number
takes the ball now in
71.
inning number 9,
Josh
looking to close the door. First offering on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches,
batting,
quality pitches.
number
And if you
35.
don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Popped him up. Hira has a play. Two
Nice
down.
try, Ramon.
Now
Stepping in,
left
Tyler
fielder.
Naquin. And he needs to make
Tyler.
something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Last strike now for Cleveland. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kane on the move.
Nice
Makes the
try,
catch,
Ramon.
and that's the ball game.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
8-6 the final score tonight. Milwaukee led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Brandon Woodruff takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Corey Kluber allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Josh Hader records the save, his 4th of the season.
The
So that
final
just
line
about
score
does
for
it for
our
Mark
ball game
DeRosa,
tonight.
Dan
For the
Plesac.